between the Bearcats of Hotchkiss from Lakeville, Connecticut, and the Arrows of St. Sebastians, Indiana. Draw your attention to midfield as the captains approach. The captain for Hotchkiss, number 6, Jackson Powell, number 21, Max Mundry, along with number 66, Tila Chargio. And captain for St. Sebastian, number 4, Teddy Fagoli, number 7, Dominic Fagoli, number 24, George Kelly, and number 32, David Hand.
Good afternoon and welcome to Alumni Stadium on the campus of Boston College. Di-Fi Video is proud to present St. Sebastian's football. Today, the Arrows are hosting the Bearcats of Hotchkiss School. I'm John Galvin along with the voices of the Arrows, Quinn Mulvey and Nolan Dunphy. Sorry guys, it's a tongue twister for me every time I say that. But hey, it's a wicked awesome day here at Boston College. It's time for some football.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Galvin. We have a beautiful day. We have quite the treat here playing at Boston College as the 1-2 Hotchkiss Bearcats take on the 1-1 Arrows.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for football here. We're excited.
We welcome our guest opponent, Hotchkiss, as we compete with great skill, effort, and sportsmanship. Thank you for your cooperation.
We are very excited as we are just about to kick off here at Alumni Stadium. Some keys of the game for Hotchkiss. They have a dual threat offense. They can keep the ball on the ground with their running backs, Jalen Johnson and Owen Rourke, splitting some time in the backfield. And then also they can stretch the field a little bit. Isaac Oberting will be massive for the Bearcats today. The tight end, the junior tight end, is the number 2 tight end in New England. He's going to be a player to watch today, along with their quarterback, senior Thomas Huber, who went 17 for 22 for 160 total yards against Loomis Chaffee. The Bearcats lost 2 games this season to Dexter and Loomis, but got a win in their first game over Andover, and the Arrows, coming off a huge win against division rival Belmont Hill School. We're really excited for this one as David Greeny, number 44 for St. Sebastian's, prepares to kick it off.
Look at David Greeny. Even with the cast, still playing in this game. You gotta love it.
Greeny to kick off. And the tackle is made there by the Arrows. That was Freddie Conyers, number 10, the wide receiver. Looks like Hotchkiss will get it here.
Yeah, nicely done by the Arrows, and it looks like that was number 23, Sam Weston, on the tackle there. 24-yard line here for Hotchkiss.
Shotgun formation for Huber. Johnson in the backfield. Huber takes the snap. He'll look to pass. He's got his tight end picking up yards, and the hurdle finally brought down by Cam Steele, but Isaac Oberting already making a massive impact here. Nolan, what do you think?
Yeah, you knew he was going to be the guy you got to look out for today, and he makes his impact felt immediately. Well done on that hurdle, and well done by Cam Steele. Just kind of grabbing on his ankle there and bringing him down.
Looks like we got a holding penalty against Hotchkiss right on that O-line. So we will move back 5 yards here. Yeah, key for this St. Sebastian's team will be the defense. The defensive line was massive in their game against Belmont Hill. Ben Walker, the sophomore with multiple Division I offers, and Sam Barbosa, the senior leader, will be massive for this St. Sebastian's team to pressure Huber.
Absolutely. In addition to those two, you got Marky Walbridge trying to clog up the middle of the field, stop the run.
Huber takes the snap. He's looking to hand it off. Bobbling it. That's Johnson. And it is retrieved by St. Sebastian's. Just bobbled there by the running back. That was Jalen Johnson.
Well
and
done.
Great retrieval there by Ben Walker. Arrows with really good field position here.
Yeah, outstanding field position for the Arrows, and it'll be interesting to see what this offense can cook up here. They looked really strong against Belmont Hill last week, particularly Teddy Frizzoli and Will Haggerty, two wide receivers.
Yeah, that wide receiver duo is lethal, but they'll also look to David Hom, their shifty running back, the BU lacrosse commit, great athlete. Haggerty in isolation. Singoli takes the snap. He'll look to Hom. Hom's cutting down the left side. And a nice tackle there by Liam Conroy out of Hotchkiss.
Looks like Hom's helmet popped off on the play there. Yeah, St. Sebastian's took a big hit when starting running back George Kelly went down with a foot injury. But Hom's really stepped up here, and he's been doing a great job all year.
Yeah, looks like Rhett Shevlin will be in the backfield here for the St. Sebastian's offense as Hom comes off.
Shevlin's only a freshman, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is.
Singoli in shotgun formation. He'll take the snap, looking to Shevlin. He's got it. And Shevlin almost breaks a tackle, but he's finally brought down there by Jackson Powell.
Good job by Singoli just getting that ball out. Two guys in his face, but he's able to find Shevlin for a nice gain there. Duke Singoli took over the quarterback spot from his older brother Ty, who now plays football at Princeton. He was great last year, a few years before that.
Third down here for St. Sebastian's. 3rd and goal on the 3-yard line. Singoli takes the snap, high snap, and he's looking to run it. David Hom just gets swallowed up. Looked like there was a high snap there. Set the offense back, and we will get 4th down. 3 yards to go. 3rd and goal.
It'll be interesting to see what Coach Burke does here. He wants to take that risk and go for it on 4th down, or trust his senior kicker, David Greeny, with a pretty short field goal. But it looks like the Arrows will be going for it on 4th down.
Hotchkiss sideline making some noise here. Throw off Singoli. He'll take the snap. He's looking to pass. Carter across the middle, and it is caught. A great catch there from St. Sebastian's. They'll strike first. That was Michael Walbridge, it seems.
Yeah, great work by the Arrows right there. Singoli was able to stay in the pocket, find his guy wide open across the middle of the field.
Yeah, nice catch there by Michael Walbridge. Got some size, 6'3", 205. The tight end out of Hanover, brother of Marky Walbridge, the St. Sebastians O-lineman, committed to Michigan. Greeny for the field goal. He's got it. Quick 7-0 there from St. Sebastians after the Hotchkiss fumble. Great way to take advantage of the field position there from St. Sebastians. Nolan, what do you think?
Absolutely. I was impressed by what I saw on the St. Sebastian drive there. Coach Burke clearly trusts his guys going for it on 4th and goal, and obviously the decision ended up paying off.
Hotchkiss coach Dempsey Quinn. We'll see how they can respond here after the deficit. Arrows kickoff team is taking the field. Johnson and Conyers to return.
Yeah, Quinn, I'm excited to see the St. Sebastian's defense here because they really weren't tested too much. They got kind of a gift given to them.
Yeah, we'll see how they're able to respond to Overting. He's quick. He uses his size. No wonder he is the number 2 tight end in New England. And then they also got some key players at wide receiver. They got Justin Labby, the wide receiver who caught the touchdown pass against Loomis. Conyers drops the return. He's got field to work with. He'll go up the middle. And he's finally brought down by the St. Sebastian's kicking team. It was Dom Scioli with a nice wrap up there.
Yeah, Dom Scioli is one of the senior leaders on this team, one of the captains as well. And he's really one of those guys who needs to set the tone and have a big day today if St. Sebastians want to pull this one out.
21-yard line here. And a fresh set of downs for Huber and this Hotchkiss offense. Huber in shotgun formation. Johnson in the backfield. He's kind of got a Ashton Genty type setup there, just straight up. You got to love it there from Johnson. He'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's got field to work with. He's moving out to the right, and he's finally brought down by Haggerty. A great play there by the D back.
Great job by Will Haggerty. If Johnson got past him, he had a lot of room to work.
Yeah, and you can already tell Johnson's shiftiness. Just moves out to the side there, but we got another flag on the field on the far side there.
Offsides on the Arrows.
Looks like some confusion there on the Arrows defense.
Yeah, I'm having trouble following it.
Huber takes the snap. Hands it off again. Up the middle, this is Johnson. He's quick, and he finally gets brought down, but they'll get another first down there.
Yeah, Johnson can absolutely fly, and he just showed that off right there. So quick, he can just accelerate so fast, and he's going to be a problem for the Arrows.
41-yard line here. 1st and 10 after 2 great runs by Jalen Johnson, number 2.
Hotchkiss doing a great job setting up the run here. But you can't forget about number 44, Isaac Oberting. He's probably the biggest threat on this team, so you got to keep an eye out. Got to keep an eye out for him.
Another handoff, and that one swallowed up by St. Sebastian's D-line.
Goss Bear on the tackle there for the Arrows.
Yeah,
Nicely done by him.
we've already seen a lot of runs here from Jalen Johnson. Like I mentioned before, they're able to stretch the field, bring the defense up close to stop that run and look over top to see, Oberting or Labby or Conyers. Huber takes the snap. He'll drop back to pass. And that's caught. Isaac Oberting. Looks like about a 5-yard gain there.
Yeah, that's a guy whose name you're going to hear a lot today. Isaac Oberting.
No doubt. Third down, about 6 to go.
This is not exactly what I'd call a packed house here today, Quinn.
No, it is not. Third and 5 here for Hotchkiss. Huber takes the snap. He's looking out wide. And that's caught. Great connection there. That was to Jackson Powell, number 6, out wide. A nice connection there. Good pass from Huber. First and 10 here for Hotchkiss. They're moving down.
Yeah.
St. Sebastian's 48-yard line now. Huber takes the snap. He hands it off. Johnson moves out far side, and he finally gets pushed out of bounds. But a great explosive run there from Jalen Johnson. He's been so effective already. Looks like we'll get second and short here.
Yeah, Johnson's legit. You got to keep an eye out for him all the time.
Johnson in the backfield. Shotgun formation here. Huber takes the snap. Another handoff. Johnson looking to go up the middle. And he's finally brought down, but that's good for a first down. First and 10 here on about the St. Sebastian's 31-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Brendan McHugh, the Arrows safety. Looks like Rocco Boyle was in there as well.
Hotchkiss offense marching down the field here.
Yeah, Hotchkiss looks good here, Quinn.
Huber runs it with Johnson, and he's finally swallowed up there. Loss of a few yards, it seems.
He was just swarmed immediately. Didn't take 2 steps before he got Dom Scioli, Sam Barbosa, and Marky Wahlberg on him. 3 key players for the Arrows.
Second and 11 here. Huber takes the snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking near side. And a great play there by the St. Sebastian's defense. It looks like the ball was bobbled there. St. Sebastian's with the interception. That was Cam Steele. I don't...
Wow.
I'm at a loss for words. I thought...
Wow. Great job by Rocco Boyle getting in there, disrupting the play, and then great heads-up football by Cam Steele.
Yeah, it looks like the hit lodged the ball loose, and then it bounced around on the bodies and then popped up. Outstanding focus there. And the second turnover.
Great work by the Arrows there. And that'll kill Hotchkiss' momentum.
I mean, that's hard to prevent there from Hotchkiss. Just kind of unlucky, but a great play there by Boyle to break that pass up, and Cam Steele with great focus to intercept it. Arrows first and 10 on their 21-yard line. Singoli, a little high snap, already pressured, and the ball. Incomplete pass there. A great play there by the Hotchkiss D-line to pressure Singoli to just kind of throw that one away.
Yeah, really well done by Eli Albert, big number 78 for Hotchkiss there. He was in Singoli's face right off the bat. A little bit of a high snap, and Singoli struggled just to get that out.
2nd and 10 here on the 21-yard line.
26.
Excuse me, 26-yard line.
Looks like it's Hom in the backfield for the Arrows here. He's kind of taken over that running back one spot since Kelly went down with an injury.
Singoli runs it with Hom. And he is swarmed immediately. Looks like Hom gained 1 or 2 yards there, but we got 3rd and long here for St. Sebastians.
Hotchkiss is doing a great job stopping the run for the Arrows here. So it seems like Singoli is going to have to look in the air a little bit.
Sam Weston's lined up on the near side here at wide receiver. Singoli takes the snap. He's looking middle of the field to Weston, and it's just long, incomplete pass there. And that brings up 4th and 9. Arrows punt team coming on.
Just a little bit long to Sam Weston there.
It was a good look. He had some separation there.
He did. Arrows punter Jack Carter will come on here. Also a wide receiver.
And Conyers will return here for Hotchkiss. Connors punts it away. Looks like Oberting almost got a piece of it. And looks like we will get 1st and 10 at about the 27-yard line here for Hotchkiss. It's a good play there by Cam Freeman out of Hotchkiss. Almost touched the ball there, but is able to evade it.
That would have been dreadful.
That would have been costly for sure.
Absolutely.
3rd turnover. Oh my.
Good punt by Carter there. The Arrows starting long snapper Nolan Wishart is out with an injury right now, so that's something they've had to deal with. Looks like Dimitri Katrikis has stepped in the role, and he's been doing a nice job.
Fresh set of downs here for Hotchkiss School. Here's Huber looking to pass. Out wide to Conyers. Conyers got some room to work with. And he's finally brought down there by Scioli.
Another fumble there.
Ball popped out, but they will rule him down.
Nicely done by Conyers. He had some room, he had some separation.
Yeah, nice screen pass play there by Hotchkiss. Well designed by Coach Quinn.
You know, I'm assuming they were on the bus today. Long bus ride.
Yeah.
They've only been here. They got here a little after noon, so they've only been here an hour and a half. Looks like it's definitely affecting Hotchkiss with their ball control.
Yeah, one thing you can't do is underestimate this Hotchkiss team. We've seen the D-line. We've seen Johnson as he gets the run here. He's looking to go out wide, beats Boyle near sideline, and he's finally brought down. But yeah, as I was saying, this Hotchkiss team is too talented to overlook, but we've seen some mistakes early on. They'll look to clean that up. Nice run there by Johnson.
Yeah, Hotchkiss has looked a little bit sloppy here early on, but you've seen these flashes of explosiveness from Johnson, from Oberting, from others, so really can't ignore that.
2nd and 3 here for the Bearcats. Huber takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Looking to Oberting, and we'll get a flag there against McHugh. Little contact.
Yeah, looks like Brendan McHugh, star safety for the Arrows, might have gotten in there a little bit early. He disagrees, but it'll be a penalty nonetheless. There's really not much McHugh can do there on Oberding. Big body at 6'4", 210.
Big play there from Hotchkiss. About the Arrows 37-yard line, 1st and 10 here for Huber. We'll see what he can do. Huber takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson will just get tripped up there. No gain there for Hotchkiss. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Ben Walker, the star sophomore for the Arrows, just got to him. Tripped him up before he could get much.
Big year for Walker. We've seen him with a pair of Division I offers, including some Power 5 teams.
Yeah, he really seems to be the future of this Arrows defensive line.
Huber takes the snap. He'll pass to Johnson. And immediately brought down there. A nice play. That looks like that's Rocco Boyle.
Yeah, Rocco Boyle was not fooled there at all. And he will tackle Johnson for a loss of about 3 yards.
That brings up 3rd and 13 here for Hotchkiss. And that wraps up the first quarter with a score of 7-0 St. Sebastians. It's been a great game so far. We've seen a lot of key plays here from the Hotchkiss D-line, pressuring Singoli, stopping some home runs.
Yeah, you know, Quinn, the story here has really been Hotchkiss hurting themselves. They've looked strong. Their defense is playing well. Johnson's explosive, a couple explosive plays on offense. But those mistakes just keep piling up, and that's been hurting them so far.
Yeah, it looks like mistakes will kind of be the name of the game here, as we saw the pass interference against St. Sebastian's defense. Just, again, just kind of have to clean those up from both sides here. Third and 13 here as we begin this second quarter for the Hotchkiss Bearcats offense. 40-yard line here. St. Sebastian's 40-yard line, that is. Here's Huber. We'll see what he can do. Huber takes a snap. He's looking to pass. Pressured, and he is swarmed down to about the 49-yard line. Great play there. That looks like that's Gus Bear, the junior.
Yeah, Gus Bear just got in there and disrupted everything. It looks like Ben Walker was in there as well, so they'll both be credited with the sack. Great work by the Arrows D-line, and that really has been the strength of this team all season.
No doubt. Hotchkiss punt team comes on. Ian Choi, the punter. Frizzoli lined up to return on this 4th and long.
Frizzoli's one of those guys. He's always dangerous if you can get the ball in his hands.
The Duke lacrosse commit, just a great athlete. Frizzoli on the return here. Finally brought down there by George Ferraroni. And the Arrows offense will take over on their 31-yard line here.
Yeah, I'd like to see St. Sebastian's try to establish the run a little bit more. Hotchkiss has been doing a great job of slowing down Hom and Shevlin, who have been splitting carries.
Shevlin's in the backfield along with Singoli here. 3 lined up on this near side. Singoli takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Shevlin. Shevlin breaks a few tackles, and he's finally swarmed down. Nice play there by Liam Conroy from Hotchkiss to bring Shevlin down with a gain of about 3 yards. 5 yards. Second and 5 here for Hotchkiss. Singoli takes a snap, looking to pass. He's looking for Weston, and it is caught by Sam Weston.
Wow.
What a diving catch there.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by that play.
That was awesome. Great work by your childhood best friend. Dartmouth lacrosse commit Sam Weston to haul that one. I don't know how he did that. Good ball from Singoli as well. Put it only where his receiver could get it.
1st and 10 on the 44-yard line. Hotchkiss' 44-yard line. Nice pass there. Great ball placement by Singoli. Singoli with Hom in the backfield. He'll take the snap. He'll give it to Hom. Hom going far side. He breaks a tackle and is finally brought down. That was Conroy again on the tackle, number 13. He's been big for Hotchkiss to break up some of these big plays, but Hom, beautiful play there. 2nd and 9 for the Arrows.
Great.
2nd and 1, excuse me.
Great downhill run from David Hom there. And that's kind of what they've been looking to do all day.
Yeah, nice 9-yard run there from Hom. So shifty. He was massive in the Arrows' 21-3 win over Belmont Hill with a touchdown. Another guy with a touchdown was Sam Weston, who just made that remarkable play. Singoli passes it. That's Walbridge again. That's good for a 1st down.
This looks like a new St. Sebastian's Arrows offense here in the 2nd quarter.
Weston replaces Haggerty at wide receiver.
Looks like Ben Walker's going into the game. The big D lineman.
1st and 10 on the 24-yard line.
Looks like Ben Walker's lining up at tight end here. Something he doesn't do all the time, but he has that ability. Good blocker.
Singoli gives it to Hom. Hom, big gain here. Hom will find the end zone. And it is good. David Hom scores the touchdown to put the Arrows up 13-0. What a play there from David Hom.
Outstanding by David Hom. But the key to that play there was big Ben Walker. Great pull block, and he was able to clear a path for Hom. Just waltzed right into the end zone. Great work by the Arrows there.
Hom is fired up about that one. Haggerty, the placeholder here. David Greeny lines up to kick. And his field goal is good. 14-0 St. Sebastian's lead. Just an awesome drive there from St. Sebastian's. We saw that remarkable catch by Weston. Some great plays, some great running back play. Michael Walbridge has proven to be really effective in this game early on. If you're Coach Burke right now, you love what's going on from this St. Sebastian's offense.
If I'm Dan Burke, I'd be ecstatic right now. It all starts up front, and that St. Sebastian's O-line's looking very strong here. Comes David Greeny out to kick off the Arrows.
Greeny's been very solid as the kicker here for St. Sebastian's. Has not missed a PAT this year. Lower kick there. That's Johnson on the return. Bobbles it. But he's got room to work. A nice move there. And Johnson's coming this sideline. And he'll finally go out of bounds. But a great play there from Jalen Johnson. Sets up Hotchkiss really well at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great return from Jalen Johnson there. And that's kind of a different version of Johnson that we haven't really seen. He's been this shifty, explosive player there, but there he actually took his time. He was
Yeah, we saw a few nice dekes there from Johnson. 1st and 10 here for Huber and this Hotchkiss offense. Looks like we got Owen Rourke here in the backfield as he replaces Johnson.
yeah, Johnson's earned a little bit of rest. He's been everywhere today.
46-yard line here. Huber takes the snap. He'll run it to Rourke. A great play there by the St. Sebastians defense, but a nice run there. Finds a hole. That was Owen Rourke.
Yeah, Owen Rourke showed. Excuse me. Owen Rourke showed right there. It's just because Johnson's not on the field doesn't mean the running game can't be dangerous here for Hotchkiss.
2nd and 5 here for Hotchkiss. Their O-line's done a pretty good job here.
Yeah, they've been looking good all day. Got some big guys out there.
Huber passes Oberting. He'll go to the far sideline, pushes a man off, and he'll finally go out of bounds.
Man, Oberting, that's a tough guy to bring down. Just dragged a St. Sebastian defender for about 5 additional yards there.
Rourke will stay on here for Hotchkiss.
Seems like the name of the game for the Arrows here really is just get pressure on the quarterback. Because when they let Rourke or Johnson run, when they give the quarterback time, that's when you see some of these big plays from Hotchkiss here. It's been hurting them.
Huber takes the snap. Pass to Conyers. Conyers, ball comes loose. Was it a catch? That'll be the question. Refs, no.
Ooh, incomplete pass.
Complete pass. You know, I agree with that call there. I don't think Conyers really established possession there, but would have been a nice play there. It looked like it was Scioli, the senior captain, on the strip stack.
Yeah, really nice job by Dom Scioli there. I thought that was another fumble. Started to get excited, but incomplete there.
2nd and 10 here. Labby on the far side. Isolation with Frizzoli on him. Huber takes the snap. He'll pass this one. He's looking for Labby, and we'll get a flag there. Saw that one coming. Nice play by Labby to sell that one with a lot of contact from the D-backs.
Yeah, looks like Teddy Frizzoli just got in the way of that route a little bit too much. That's going to get called every time.
Good recognition there from Huber to sense the contact. Throw it that way. And we will get 1st and 10 here. Rourke stays on. Looks like Johnson's getting a well-deserved break. Same formation here for Hotchkiss. Thomas Huber takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Rourke. Rourke with a nice run there. Just finds a hole and, you know, takes his space. That will bring up 2nd and about a yard.
Nice job by Rourke there. Just finds his hole, finds his opening. He takes advantage.
Huber takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Rourke. Rourke moving through the middle is brought down for a loss of about a yard there. Nice job by that Arrows D-line, who we saw was so effective or has been so effective this season.
Yeah, great job by the Arrows defense. That's been the strong suit of this team for sure. Looks like it was Dom Scioli in there on the tackle. Ben Walker got there originally, slowed him down a little bit. Hotchkiss will lose a yard.
Third and 2 yards here, for Hotchkiss. Just under 5 minutes to play in the half. Arrows lead 14-0. Huber takes the snap. He'll roll right. Looking for Labby. Up in the air. And that is incomplete.
Good ball from Huber there. Just a little bit out of reach of his receiver, though.
Yeah, good look. Good coverage there by Will Haggerty. Huber's looking for his guy, Labby, who we've seen.
Yeah, Huber knew exactly where he was going with that football. Didn't look anywhere else but Labby's direction. That'll bring a 4th and 2 for Hotchkiss, but they're going for it here.
Johnson's lined up in the backfield. Shotgun snap. He'll go to Johnson. Johnson finally gets brought down. Is that enough for the first? It is. Big play there from Hotchkiss to save the drive on 4th and 2. And we'll get 1st and 10 on the Arrows 20-yard line.
Good work by Johnson. Finds a little opening, and that's just enough for a Hotchkiss first down to keep this drive alive.
Johnson lined up in the backfield. Powell alone. They'll hand it off to Johnson. Bounces to the right. He's got room, and he's finally going to go out of bounds to about the 11-yard line.
Man, this is just a different offense when Johnson's on the field. What an explosive player and just a tough guy to stop.
2nd and 1 here on the 11-yard line for Hotchkiss.
Looks like Johnson didn't get quite enough for a first down, so it'll bring up 2nd and very short. A little bit less than a yard.
Huber looking to pass. It is caught by Labby at about the 2-yard line. Oh, and it looks like it was out of bounds there. Just had a foot out of bounds. Hard to see from this angle. But we've seen Huber looking for Labby.
Yeah, Labby's clearly his favorite target here. Good ball from Huber there, finding his guy, but Labby couldn't quite stay in bounds. Another lucky break for the Arrows there.
Huber takes a snap. He hands it off to Johnson. Johnson up the middle. Enough for a first down. He ran to about the 8-yard line. Looks like.
Yeah, in these short yardage situations, Hotchkiss knows exactly where they're going with the football. Jalen Johnson, their star running back.
Interesting formation here from Hotchkiss. Don't know where they're going to go with this one. And looks like we will get a timeout.
I'm assuming that's St. Seb's called that timeout, but
Yeah, I think that was Coach
so.
Burke on the timeout there. But an interesting formation there from Hotchkiss.
Yeah, Hotchkiss showing a very crowded backfield now. Crowded backfield there. Brought in 2 fullbacks alongside Johnson.
Looks like neither team took a timeout there. 2-minute warning here in the half.
There you go.
We can't criticize the players' mistakes.
Still
if we
getting
can't
used to
acknowledge our
that.
own mistakes.
Still getting used to the 2-minute timeout.
You gotta acknowledge your mistakes here.
Do NCAA rules playing by Knapsack up here, so there you go. 2-minute timeout. Change the formation up. Was looking forward to see that play.
Yeah.
From that formation.
Huber takes a snap. He'll run it with Johnson, and he's swallowed up by the St. Sebastian's D-line. A nice play there.
Great tackle there by Marky Walbridge, number 77 for the Arrows. Star on both sides of the ball. The Michigan commit just gets in there, wraps up Johnson, gives him nowhere to go.
That brings up 2nd and goal with about 7 yards to go here for Hotchkiss.
Yeah, Hotchkiss taking their time here, trying to run out some clock. Make sure the Arrows don't get the football back before the half ends.
Rourke in the backfield here, along with Huber. And we'll get a flag. Delay of game for Hotchkiss.
Yeah, huge penalty there.
Didn't see that one coming, but
That's just sloppy by Hotchkiss. You can't do that here. Down 14 within striking distance.
they'll move back 5. 12 yards to go here on 2nd and goal. Huber takes a snap. Play action, hands off to Rourke, and he's immediately swallowed up, and we'll get a timeout by Coach Burke from St. Sebastians.
That was a good fake there. Fake me right
Yeah.
now. I was following the pass.
Yeah, good work by Huber. He had everyone fooled.
Just under a minute to play here.
Might not seem like it with this camera angle, but there actually is a pretty decent showing from the St. Sebastian student section.
I don't know if I can get him. Yeah.
Looks like they got a couple guys on the field getting warm.
Looks like Jack Kelleher preparing his leg for some reason.
Might do some field goals at halftime. Looks like Jared Hughes down there too.
Back to the real action. Rourke will line up in the backfield. 3rd and 14 here after the loss of about 2 yards. Huber's going to look to pass here. Huber looking to the right side. Caught by Oberding. He breaks a few tackles, and man, that guy is hard to tackle. He gains about 3 yards after being wrapped up initially to about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that is not an easy guy to bring down there. They've 2 St. Sebastian's defenders who are right there on him. This is crucial for Hotchkiss here. You need to get some points before half, and this is the time to do it.
4th and goal.
Gonna kick it.
And they will kick it. They'll look to take their 3.
Watch the fake here from the Arrows.
Kicker's Constantine Theocaris.
Yeah, we haven't seen Theocaris here today.
Theocaris. Sorry to Constantine.
Mr. and Mrs. Theocaris, if you're listening, I apologize.
And they will kick it. And it is good.
Yeah, smart move there. Get some points.
Looks like a Flag was thrown.
Oh, what do we got?
This could shake things up a bit. And it will shake things up as we see
Oh,
Hotchkiss offense coming on. They got about 44 seconds, but
Wow.
holding against the defense on a field goal attempt.
if there's one thing you can't do, it is that.
Hard to imagine what that is. It must have been somebody grabbing a lineman, moving him out of the way so someone behind could try to make the block. That's the only thing I can think of. Doesn't look like they moved the ball at all. Yeah,
First and goal.
I think they forgot to
Sloppy
move the ball.
play.
Yeah, there you go. Now they're going to move the ball.
Sloppy play there from St. Sebastians. And we will get this formation with the fullbacks.
This looks like a tush push.
Seems a little long for a tush push.
30-yard line. We will get a tush push with a flag on the far side.
Huber thinks he made it into the end zone.
So Huber's ruled down at about the 1-yard line with a flag on the far side.
Looks like it's against St. Sebastians.
First down here. 42 seconds left for Hotchkiss. We'll get another tush push, it seems, after another penalty against St. Sebastians.
Nope.
And they're brought down, it seems.
Yeah, nothing there for Hotchkiss. Good work by the Arrows D-line getting in there.
I think Hotchkiss only has one timeout left, so they better be careful.
Yeah, that's a good point. Only 21 seconds left on the clock.
Now they only have one. Now they have 0.
They will use their timeout here. They're at about the 1-yard line, maybe a little bit less. I'll bring up second down here.
I mean, you have such a pileup when you do the tush push. The clock won't stop. I don't know that you can run 2 tush pushes in a row here within 21 seconds. Maybe, if you clock it. Interesting call here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Surprised we haven't seen Johnson yet in this short yard situation.
Yeah.
He's maybe not a good pusher of the tush.
Must not be.
Teams will take the field after that. Hotchkiss timeout, 21 seconds left before the half comes to a close here. Hotchkiss at the 1-yard line. This is a massive play for the trajectory of the game. We'll get another brotherly shove, as they call it, formation here for Hotchkiss.
No.
And the ball
Ball's
comes out!
The ball's out!
This is St. Sebastian's the other way.
Teddy Frizzoli. All the way back for the Arrows.
He'll score.
No whistles. So as it stands, that's a St. Sebastian's touchdown by Teddy Frizzoli. Wow.
I mean, excuse us, folks, just a hard play to follow. Looks like a St. Sebastian's player's injured on the other side. You don't love to see that, but Teddy Frizzoli takes it all the way, 99 yards.
Yeah, we hope that St. Sebastian's player is good.
Looks like that's Walker.
Well done by Teddy Frizzoli there. Good heads-up football.
Yeah, we did not see who poked it out there, but
All you saw was a massive bodies, and all of a sudden the
Just-
ball popped out. I mean, wow.
I don't know about you, Quinn, but I have no idea what happened there.
I'm at a loss for words. Greeny will line up. 6 seconds left. 20-0. Arrows lead.
And that just goes back to those self-imposed mistakes by Hotchkiss. Great situation there, but they just hurt themselves again.
Greeny will remain perfect on the point after. 21-0. 6 seconds left. What a way to end the half. Knock on wood for the St. Sebastians team, just causing turnovers. I mean, I'm still at a loss for words after that one.
I can't believe what I just saw. Again, Ben Walker was shaking up on that play, so you hope he's okay. He's one of the big defensive players here for the Arrows. So that would be a big loss. Wow.
Again, this is a Hotchkiss team that you really can't underestimate here.
They've been moving the ball. I mean, I would say they're outgaining the Arrows. Moving the ball in offense just can't get it done in the red zone. And then the turnovers, 3 turnovers.
3 turnovers. It's just brutal. Here's Greeny to kick off the Arrows again.
Yeah, I mean, Hotchkiss is dominating possession here.
Yeah, that Hotchkiss offense is hard to stop.
Greeny with the squib kick. Recovered by Oliver Berger. And the half will come to a close here at Alumni Stadium. St. Sebastians 21, Hotchkiss 0. We will see you after the break. Welcome back to the second half of action here for the Hotchkiss School versus St. Sebastian's School. Arrows lead 21-0. We've seen a lot of positives from both sides and a lot of negatives. The Arrows have to clean up some penalty mistakes, and Hotchkiss, with a few turnovers, has really set them back in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Hotchkiss offense and defense both have looked really strong today. Johnson's been hard to stop. Obviously, Oberding's great. Some good wide receiver play, good quarterback play by Huber. But they really just haven't been able to punch it in once they get to the red zone. And it's just those self-inflicted mistakes. They just keep coming back to bite them.
Yeah, as we just saw, the 99-yard scoop and score from Teddy Frizzoli.
Looks like Hotchkiss is going to kick off here to the Arrows. Frizzoli himself back deep to receive it. You know who that other guy is? I can't tell from this angle.
Looks like it's Rhett Shevlin there, the young running back. Hotchkiss to kick it off here. And the second half of this contest has begun.
Short kick from Hotchkiss there. I think that might be Declan Schwartz on the return. Good job by Schwartz making the catch. Going down. Obviously, that's not what he usually does for the kick return squad, excuse me. Well done by him nonetheless. Here comes Duke Singoli in the Arrows offense.
1st and 10 here on the 26-yard line for St. Sebastians.
Yeah, Kuhn, we really haven't seen much of this Arrows offense in the first half.
No. Not a lot of throws here from Singoli, besides that one drive where he connected with Weston and Walbridge to ultimately make it 14-0. But we have not seen a lot of quarterback play here from Duke Singoli. But we'll see what he can do here for this Arrows offense. Singoli takes a snap. He'll find Hom. Hom immediately brought down. A great play there from Liam Conroy. He's had a few tackles today. He's been really, really effective for this Hotchkiss defense.
Yeah, that's a name we've called a few times today. And great job by Liam Conroy getting to the backfield there, disrupting Hom before he could get too much steam.
Singoli takes a snap. He'll pass. Singoli looking at Frizzoli. Frizzoli, a nice move there and a big gain from this Arrows offense due to the connection of Singoli to Teddy Frizzoli. Singoli to Frizzoli, if you will. A great play there. Brings the Arrows all the way up to about the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 here.
Good job by Duke Singoli there going through his progressions. He was looking downfield originally, but he's able to find Singoli in that soft spot. Excuse me, Frizzoli.
Tongue twister, isn't it? It is. Arrows lining up with the same formation here. Singoli takes the snap. This time he'll hand it off to Hom. Hom gains a few yards before being brought down by none other than Liam Conroy, as well as Stuart Allard.
This Hotchkiss D-line has been doing a great job of stopping the run all day. Other than a few big runs, obviously that big touchdown run by Hom, the Arrows really haven't been able to get much going on the ground.
2nd and 7 here for Singoli in the St. Sebastian's offense. Singoli looking to pass. He finds Frizzoli, and that's a great play to break it up there. by Max Mudry. Yeah, it looked like Singoli found Frisoli again there.
It looked like that ball was in his hands,
Yeah.
but good work by Mudry. Come on,
Great
Mudry, getting
break
in
up
there.
on the play. 3rd and 7 here. On the 50-yard line.
Seems like Frisoli has been the wide receiver 1 today and for the whole season. But you can't forget about these other Arrows threats, like Will Haggerty, Jack Carter, guys like that.
Singoli looking to pass. He's looking for Haggerty. Haggerty cuts back. That's good for a first down, excuse me.
Good work by Haggerty, shaking the defender Jackson Powell there.
Yeah, Bearcats bringing the heat on that. Bringing 6 rushes and getting rid of the ball quickly, found the open man.
I've been impressed by the St. Sebastians O-line and D-line today, actually. There's a bunch of young guys on there, but they've been looking good.
St. Sebastians will work with 1st and 10 on the 38-yard line. Singoli, play action, he'll pass. Frisoli, it's caught. Frisoli cuts back. He'll roll left, and we got a flag on the play. But Frisoli is finally brought down, and we'll get another flag in the backfield there.
Yeah, Teddy Frisoli, just so shifty. Not quite sure what that flag's going to be, but good play by him nonetheless. And it looks like this will be coming back for the Arrows.
So the one in the backfield was offsetting unsportsmanlike. They must have been having a little discussion in the backfield there. But the block in the back, that's a spot foul, so see where it brings us.
A lot of confusion here. 41-yard line is where they'll place the ball.
Could have been worse. I mean, 1st and 13 or so, whatever, 12.
And it will be 1st and 13 for the Arrows here.
Like I said, the Arrows got to clean up some penalties. Definitely something they'll look to do in this second half. Hom in the backfield. Singoli takes the shotgun snap. He hands it off. Hom. A nice dynamic run there. And it will bring up 2nd down. Nice.
Yeah, good hard run by Hom there. It looks like the Arrows are trying to keep it away from Liam Conroy, who has been a problem disrupting the run.
2nd and 4 here on the 34-yard line. Hom in the backfield. After a nice 9-yard run. Singoli looks to pass. We got a flag down on the near side, and Singoli's brought down. Really nice play there. That was Liam Conroy. I mean, he's just been incredibly effective.
Offside on Hotchkiss.
Yeah, looks like we got a penalty against Hotchkiss here.
Yeah, there is a penalty on that play. But great job by Liam Conroy, as we said before. He seems to be everywhere today.
Shevlin will come on for the Arrows. Second and 1 here on the 29-yard line. Singoli hands it off to Shevlin. Shevlin, that's good for a first and more. Nice play there by Rhett Shevlin, the freshman
Oh,
There will be another flag on the play there.
yeah, looks like that'll be on Sebs as well, pushing him off the pile. That would be my initial guess.
That is indeed on St. Sebastians. Just another example of the sloppy play that's been so prevalent here today.
Looks like that's going to set the Arrows back 15 yards there.
It's the first down. Stay
10
with it.
yards.
Yeah, I guess it would. So it's 1st and 10, which is better than 1st and 25, I guess.
Could have been worse, but yeah, you know, Quinn, that's just not what you want to see.
No.
No reason for it.
I mean, Shevlin did get bring down hard, and they, kind of piled on a little bit, but you got to let that go.
Yeah, it's always the response that gets called.
Singoli takes the snap. He'll look to pass. Finds Haggerty over the middle of the field. And the Arrows will get 1st and goal on the 6-yard line here.
Great throw.
Great throw, great connection there. Haggerty with plenty of room to breathe.
Yeah, great ball from Duke Sangoli. And Will Haggerty wide open in the middle of the field. He's one of these big threats, a receiver for the Arrows. Also a lacrosse standout. Seems to be a theme.
It does.
Haggerty, Frizzoli, Weston. Be 1st and goal here for the Arrows on the 7-yard line.
Singoli takes the high snap. He'll give it to Shevlin, and he's immediately swallowed up.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't called. I don't know if you
Yeah, on the
You
far
noticed
side
this.
there.
but Ethan Okafor jumped on Marky Wahlberg after the play. No call from the ref, though.
It's a hard guy to bring down.
It's a hard guy.
Good
to
on
bring
Ethan.
down. Well done, Ethan.
And there will be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Hotchkiss.
That'll bring the Arrows half the distance to the goal. They're sitting around the 4-yard line. Still 2nd down.
Carter's out on the far side in isolation. Singoli's going to pass and just overthrows Shevlin there.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on his face. If he could have completed it, he probably would have walked in, but
Yeah, tough for Singoli right there. Looked like it was Isaac Oberding, the starter tight end. First guy who got to him. But they were on him right away. Nice job by him even getting that ball out. It'll be 2nd and goal here for the Arrows. David Hom back in the game.
Frizzoli and Weston lined up on this near side. Singoli takes the shotgun snap. He'll roll right into the end zone, tries to jump through, and he'll finally be brought down at about the 1-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and very short here for St. Sebastians as they look to punch it in.
Yes, and goalie went for the Superman leap there.
I was gonna say when he took off, I thought he was definitely in, and then
Ha.
you got you guys probably too young for seeing the John Elway spinorama into the end zone, but
Ben Walker comes back on. That's a good sign here for St. Sebastians that he is okay after being shaken up.
Yeah, Ben Walker in the game. That's something to pay attention to because he was the lead blocker who facilitated that long David Hom touchdown run. So we'll see if the Arrows will try to do that again. Right up behind big number 28.
Singoli in shotgun formation. He'll pitch it to Hom. Hom trips up, and the Arrows will lose a yard there. That brings up 4th down.
21-0 lead. I think you go for it.
I feel like you have to, right?
Looks like they
Even
will.
If you don't get it, you even with 96, 97 yards.
Yeah, even if the Arrows fail to score here, not great field position for Hotchkiss.
I mean, this is the opening drive. They've basically closing in on a 9-minute drive right here.
Yeah.
It's impressive. You hate to come away with no points, but like I said, 21-0.
They'll roll with
Eating the
4
9
wide
minutes
receivers.
does just as good.
Haggerty comes in for Walker.
Keep an eye on Jack Carter here.
Singoli fumbles the snap. A lot of pressure. And his pass is incomplete. So Hotchkiss will take over on downs here at about the 3-yard line.
I'm sure that's not exactly how the Arrows imagine that going. But nice job by Duke Singoli just to control that football.
Yeah, the snap's been high a lot today,
Yes.
and he's been doing a nice job controlling it. It's thrown off the timing on some of the run plays too, but that one was higher than normal. So
Again, great pressure there from the Hotchkiss D-line. Huber working in the end zone here. He runs it. That's Johnson. Johnson with a nice gain there. Looks like they're just shy of the 1st down, so that'll bring up 2nd and about half a yard.
Looks like Andrew Zhang is going to be checking in for the Arrows here. His role seems to be stopping the run. Big number 61. Obviously, Jalen Johnson is a hard guy to slow down, but the Arrows are going to try to do just that.
Huber takes the snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking for Labby, and it is almost caught, but a nice job there by Frizzoli to get a hand in the face of Justin Labby.
Yeah, great job by Teddy Frizzoli. I thought Labby was gone for a second there. But as Quinn said, just got his hand in there, disrupted the play. Ever so slightly.
3rd and about a yard to go here for Hotchkiss. What about the 12-yard line? We'll see what Thomas Huber can do.
You got to think they'll look to Jalen Johnson here, only needing about a yard.
And they will look to him, but he will not get the 1st down. A nice read there by the St. Sebastians D-line. Let's get a few guys wrapped him up.
Looks like that was Gus Bear, the first person to get to him. That's another guy whose name's been called a number of times today. He had the sack earlier, a few nice tackles. Junior standout for St. Sebastians.
Ian Choi will come on. Punter for Hotchkiss. We have not seen a lot of punts today, have we?
No, we have not.
He'll punt that one away to Frizzoli. And Frizzoli will just let it bounce here. St. Sebastians will work on the 50-yard line here. 1st and 10. We'll see what the offense can do after being stopped on 4th and short.
Yeah, Quinn, I really like what I saw from that St. Sebastian's defensive line. Hotchkiss looked strong all day, but Sebs was really able to shut him down right there.
Singoli takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Hom, but he's swarmed and immediately taken down. Nice play there by Stuart Allard. A few other guys. Oliver Berger. And the Arrows will lose a few yards. Ball is placed on their 47-yard line.
Great pressure by Hotchkiss there. Hom really had nowhere to go with the football. As soon as he looked up, there were a couple guys surrounding him.
And especially in the second half, we've seen the effectiveness of this Hotchkiss defensive line, especially after the last drive stopping them on 4th and 3, really pressuring Singoli. Singoli looks to pass. He looks to Weston, and they will rule it incomplete.
Bearcats are really doing a nice job timing the snap.
Absolutely.
Interesting would be, like to see the Arrows maybe change the count, maybe go to a longer count, because they're really pressuring the line of scrimmage, bringing that outside backer every play, it seems like now.
3rd and 13 as Shevlin comes on for David Hom. Michael Walbridge comes on as tight end here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like stadium noise is going to be a problem here, so the Arrows can mess with the count a little bit.
Singoli over the middle to Weston, and Sam Weston will walk it in for his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Great ball by Duke Singoli, and Sam Weston just wide open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's the 2nd time today we've seen the Arrows look to pass in the middle of the field, and they do, and they convert on 3rd and 13. They take a 27-0 lead here late in the 3rd quarter. I mean, Singoli's been nothing short of remarkable here today.
I've been impressed by Duke Singoli all year. His first year as a starting quarterback for the Arrows, and he's done amazing.
Greeny's PAT is good.
Nice job by David Greeny, who's also a standout rugby player for the Arrows.
Conyers and Johnson looking to return this one. Very solid day from David Greeny today.
David Greeny's look great. There are a few guys kicking field goals at halftime. Donald O'Connor in particular nailed a 40-yarder. We've got a few guys ready to come in for Greeny if he needs it.
Greeny will boot this one away. Low kick. That's controlled by Cameron Johnson. Excuse me, that's Oberding. Oberding with a nice run there.
Kind of expecting the flag there, didn't get it. Threw him out of bounds.
Yeah, the Arrows are lucky there was no call there. And Oberding's always dangerous with the ball in his hands.
First and 10 here on the 45 for Huber. He'll take the snap. Screen pass to Labby. Nice play there by the Hotchkiss offense.
Who else but Justin Labby? That's clearly been Huber's favorite target here today.
Two linemen were a little late coming out. If he had cut it back, maybe a little bit, he could have picked up some more because they were struggling to get out there to make some blocks. Ended up not getting there in time. Could have been a real big play.
2nd and 1 here.
Into the quarter.
That will end the third quarter. It's been all St. Sebastians here this second half.
Nolan, what do you expect here from Huber and this Hotchkiss offense? What are they looking to do here?
Yeah, you know, being down 28-0 with only 12 minutes to play, it's not where you want to be, but we've seen the explosive plays from Johnson, from Labby, from Oberding, so we know Hotchkiss has that ability. So they really just need to make something happen, put something together. A few lucky bounces, we could have ourselves a football game here.
Yeah, Huber's really going to look towards his guys, his, consistent, reliable tight end, Oberding, Labby, who he's looked to a bunch already today. He's going to look to those guys to really step up and make a difference.
Yeah, St. Sebastians has to be careful here, not take their foot off the gas because the game really can change just like that.
Huber takes the snap, he'll hand it off. Play action pass, and then just dropped by Oberding there.
Yeah, uncharacteristic drop pass from Oberding.
You know, similar time when he bobbled it for the interception. There was a guy in his face, and there was a guy coming at him, and I wonder if he just took his eye off the ball just a little bit, expecting that second man to come in and hit him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but Hotchkiss has really nailed the play action sort of idea because I have been fooled so many times. Huber takes the snap. He will hand it off to Johnson this time, and that's good for a first down after a 3rd and 2. Hand off to Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, Hotchkiss into St. Sebastian's territory here. They are within striking distance. You got to be careful of the big play here to Labby or to Oberding.
Huber looking to pass. He's looking to the far sideline. It's caught. A great play there. That is Labby. A beautiful throw from Huber.
Yeah, it's just a great ball from Huber. Finds Labby, his guy, wide open down the sideline.
Right in the breadbasket, as they say.
Yeah, you couldn't place that ball any better. Hit him in stride. Just out of reach of Teddy Frizzoli. Had him by about a step.
1st and 10 here on the 11-yard line. Huber looking to pass again. A lot of pressure. Almost caught there, but just broken up. A nice play by Rocco Boyle. Good play there by the St. Sebastian's D-line to pressure Huber.
Yeah, good blitz by Dom Scioli. He jumped the count, and he was right in Huber's face. Forced him to get that ball out quicker than he liked to.
Second and 10 here. Conyers is lined up on this near side, working against Haggerty. Huber finds Oberding. Oberding, a few nice moves, finally brought down at about the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Quinn, but I feel like this is a much closer game than the score would reflect.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of showing that here from Hotchkiss. In a dangerous position.
3rd and 4 here with the first down marker on the 1-yard line. Huber looking right to Labby, just overthrown there. That was Labby working on Frizzoli as he made a nice cut to the outside. That'll bring up 4th and 4.
I'm surprised that Hotchkiss didn't give the ball to Jalen Johnson there. You got to think this is 4-down territory. Make it a little bit more manageable of a 4th down. But it looks like they will be going for it on 4th down here.
Huber just intercepted by Teddy Frizzoli.
And he's still going.
He's still going. Teddy Frizzoli will find the end zone. I mean,
Man. In the flip into the end zone.
That's a flag, yeah.
Although there will be a flag on that celebration. Great work by Teddy Frizzoli.
Question is, do they count the touchdown? I'm hearing yes from the press box here, but touchdown is good.
Touchdown is good. It'll be 34-0 Arrows.
So Frizzoli has almost 200 yards in returns.
He does.
Turnover returns.
He's getting his cardio in today.
Actually, that one he caught in the end zone, so we'll call that one 101 yards. So he should have it. That's amazing.
That is amazing. Great job by Teddy Frizzoli.
Oh.
Here's David Greeny looking to remain perfect on extra points. St. Sebastians lost Cooper Bolden, their star kicker, to Bucknell football. But Greeny's done a great job filling his shoes. Looked good all year.
the PAT is good there as the Arrows lead 35-0. You really can't pinpoint the best aspect of this St. Sebastian's team in this game. I mean, the defense has been unbelievable, but Singoli with a few beautiful passes to Haggerty, to Weston.
A great job overall by the Arrows here today. You got to feel bad for Hotchkiss. They've played the Arrows a lot closer than the score would reflect.
Absolutely.
$15 yards being assessed on the kickoff, so it'll be kicking off from the 25-yard line.
That'll be interesting because the Arrows kickoff of choice seems to be more of a squib kick. We'll see if that changes here with the better field position for Hotchkiss.
Greeny with another low kick. Oberding tries to control that one. He finally does. Makes a few moves, but is finally brought down there. Great play by Brendan McHugh. On the tackle, just got his foot there, tripped him up.
Yeah, excellent play by Brendan McHugh. Solo tackle. That's a hard guy to bring down, especially in open space.
So Hotchkiss will start this drive for first and 10 at about the 38-yard line. Huber takes the snap. He's looking to pass over the middle of the field. That's Conyers, and it's caught. Conyers will score. A great play there by Huber. Pass over the middle, and a great move by Freddie Conyers to beat Rhett Shevlin and find his way to the Bearcats' first touchdown of the day.
That's just a great ball by Thomas Huber right there. He saw it all the way. Great work by Freddie Conyers. Wide open right there. Just had Shevlin beat by a step or two.
Theo Chara's kick is good, but there will be a flag on the far side.
Kick was no good.
It was no good.
Excuse me, no good. Offsides there on St. Sebastian's.
It's a tough angle.
It is. Offside on St. Sebastian's there, so Theo Charis will get another look at this one.
Didn't get to show it on the camera, but gotta love the ref having to go into the stands to retrieve the football. Had to go 3 or 4 rows deep to get it, climbing over. Gets a little extra in his pay today.
And this one is good. Arrows lead 35-7 after the connection from Huber to Conyers.
Yeah, it's a good quick strike by Huber. And it may not feel like it, but there still are 10 minutes left to play in this game. It's far from over.
I mean, if you really want to go at it, do you start with your onside kicks right now? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you do here.
Going to be tough to get 4 possessions the way Sebs has been moving the ball.
Definitely.
And they will go onside. But it is recovered by St. Sebastians. It's a good play there from Katrikis to land on that one. And Singoli and the Arrows offense will take over here with good field position.
I mean, you almost had no choice. You got to,
Yeah.
you know, try to keep playing to win.
Yeah, you're just not going to get 4 more possessions without the onside kick. Oh, and it looks like it might be Ryan Mutrin checking in quarterback here for the Arrows.
Mutrin had an unbelievable pass to Teddy Frizzoli against Belmont Hill. Mutrin is the son of former Boston College quarterback Scott Mutrin. It would definitely be cool for him to see his son play at Alumni Stadium. Nice play there by the Hotchkiss defense to swarm Rhett Shevlin there.
Yeah, I would think at this point now the Arrows playbook is going to stay pretty much on the ground. Try to run the clock. Even if you go 3 and out, you know, you're getting 40 seconds in between each play.
2nd and 13 here.
Part of the difficulty here for the Arrows is those high snaps. That seemed to be a bit of a pattern, kind of throwing off the timing of the run game.
Mutrin looking to pass. That's McHugh on the far side and just overthrown.
I guess I'm not in the offensive play coaching staff, loop this time, but
That'll bring up 3rd and 13 here for St. Sebastians. Something I've been really impressed with is the timing of this Hotchkiss blitz. They've been really effective today to pressure the quarterback, not cause any penalties.
I mean, in general, the O-line's done an amazing job picking them up. You know, they have a couple times they've gotten through. I think you maybe have 2 sacks today.
Shevlin in the backfield, along with Mutrin. Mutrin looking to pass again. He's pressured quick. He's going to throw this one also to Brendan McHugh. And that is incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down here.
Good work by Mutrin just to keep that play alive, not take a sack. Hotchkiss was on him right away.
Nice play by the defense there to cause the 3 and out. And Jack Carter will look to punt today. Punt again, something he has not done a lot today. He boots that one away. A nice punt there.
Really nice punt.
That will land out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's a long way to go for Hotchkiss here. sure they'll be looking for the explosive play. Try to do what they did last drive. Freddie Conyers, long touchdown pass.
I mean, if you coach Burke, you probably want to start getting some second players in here, but Hotchkiss is so explosive, you almost can't.
Yeah, you want to let some more guys get reps, but you also have to be careful. Can't take your foot off the gas yet.
Huber takes the snap. He'll look to pass again. He's swarmed, and he is taken down. Good job by Huber there to prevent the loss of yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. No gain there.
Looks like that was Gus Bear again who got to Huber first. He didn't make the tackle in the backfield, but he's been everywhere today. No gain for Hodges here. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Huber takes the low snap. He'll look downfield, and he's immediately swarmed and brought down. That was Michael Walbridge on the solo sack there.
Yeah, great work by Michael Walbridge, who actually holds an offer from Boston College. He was there immediately. Huber never really had a chance. Never saw him coming.
Yeah, good showing from Walbridge here today. Few nice catches at tight end. And just as we saw there, pressuring the quarterback to cause 3rd and 15. Haggerty will back off Conyers. The deep ball threat. The snap is bobbled. And that'll bring up 4th down for Hotchkiss. No option but to punt.
Yeah, Quinn, that's been a problem for both sides today. The snaps. Seb's has been struggling with consistent high snaps, and that's 2 mishandled snaps in a row for Hotchkiss.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, bringing their drive to an end.
Ian Choi at the back of the end zone will punt it away for Hotchkiss. He'll boot it to about the 44-yard line. Here's Frizzoli. Frizzoli makes a few cutbacks, finally brought down. A nice play there from the Hotchkiss special team unit. Arrows with good field position here.
And it looks like Mutrin will stay in the game at quarterback for the Arrows.
Shevlin's in the backfield. McHugh and Weston will line up on the far side, and Carter all alone on the near side. Mutrin takes the high snap, hands it off to Shevlin. Nice play there by Shevlin. Get a few extra yards after being wrapped up.
Yeah, good push by Shevlin, keeping his feet moving. Setting up 2nd at about 5 for the Arrows here.
Six yards to go here. Mutrin. He'll take the snap. Another handoff. Shevlin. He'll break a few
There he
tackles.
goes.
Off to the near sideline. What a dynamic run there.
Outstanding block from Michael Walbridge to set that up. The big tight end got downfield. Just laid out a Hotchkiss defender.
They'll be within the 5-yard line now.
Great work by Rhett Shevlin as well. We'll set up 1st and goal for the Arrows on the Hotchkiss 3-yard line. Seems like most of the St. Seb student section is emptied out. Only a few stragglers left.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Mutrin takes the snap. He'll be pressured. And just a bit high there. The intended receiver was Sam Weston.
Really nice job by the Hotchkiss D-line there. They're right on Ryan Mutrin. Didn't give him much time to throw. Forced him to make that a high pass that you just saw.
Yeah, nice pressure there on the near side blitz. That was Jackson Powell. Good job of pressuring Mutrin. And that'll bring up second down here for St. Sebastians. Mutrin will pitch it to Shevlin. Ball
Ball's
comes out.
And it looks like Hotchkiss might have jumped on the ball. Hotchkiss thinks they have it.
It was recovered by St. Sebastians, but a great play there by none other than Liam Conroy to punch the ball out.
Yeah, Liam Conroy, standout linebacker for Hotchkiss, making another nice play here today. Good job by the Arrows to jump on that football. 3 or 4 Hotchkiss guys surrounding it.
Third and about 2 yards to go on this third and goal play. Hom will go back in at running back. He'll line up in the backfield on the right side of Ryan Mutrin. Mutrin's going to pass this one off play action. Just overthrows Michael Walbridge.
Yeah, nice job by Oliver Berger. Got right in Mutrin's face. Forced him to get that ball out quicker than he'd like to.
Arrows will go for it here on 4th and short. Coach Burke giving the play to the young quarterback. We'll see what Mutrin can do here. McHugh will line up on the far side. Mutrin takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Hom. Hom breaks a few tackles, and he'll get in for the Arrows touchdown. David Hom with his second of the day.
Second of the day.
Yeah, he's just so strong. You know, face-off guy in lacrosse. He's just got so much, strength in the bottom of his, in his legs and in his core. Just powered his way into the end zone. Great run.
Yeah, excellent job there by David Hom. Just plowing through the Hotchkiss defenders.
Greenie's PAT is good. The Arrows will take the 42-7 lead here. Just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in this contest.
We invite you guys to join us next Wednesday as we have our next broadcast. St. Sebastian Soccer will be hosting Brooks at 3:30 next Wednesday the 8th, and I'm understanding that Quinn has committed to call that game. Maybe I'm wrong, but I was told by Mr. Bartlett that Quinn was in, so hopefully Quinn will be. If not, then we'll still have the broadcast, just minus Quinn and Nolan.
That'll be a good game. Those two teams always at the top of the ISL in soccer, especially after the 2-2 tie between those two last year. Greenie looking to kick this one off.
St. Seb's soccer is getting underway shortly, around 3:30. You know where they're playing Lake One?
They got Milton Academy
Milton
away.
Academy.
Oberding on the return. He breaks a few tackles before finally being brought down.
Took about 4 guys to do it, but they finally bring
Got him.
Oberding down.
He might have more kick returns than he has catches today. That's something to say. Arrow's defense has done a real nice job limiting his explosiveness.
Yeah, he was definitely the guy to stop going into this matchup today. The Arrows were very aware of what he can do and how effective he can be if you give him some room to work with. Johnson in the backfield, Huber will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson on the far side. He's got room before being pushed out. That's good for a first down. Nice 11-yard run there from Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, credit to the St. Sebastians safeties, Cam Steele and Brendan McHugh. They've been doing a nice job containing Oberding all day.
That was Peter Flora as the quarterback. I apologize.
Looks like Washira Jiroge enters the game at linebacker for the Arrows.
Flora takes the snap. He'll give it to Johnson again. Johnson on the near side. Finally brought down by Haggerty, but another nice play there by Jalen Johnson. He's been really good all day.
Good tackle by Haggerty there. Finding him in an open space, just lowering his shoulder, bringing him down.
Flora takes the snap. Quick pass over to Labby. It's a screen play here. And Labby is finally brought down after a gain of about 3 yards. That'll bring them to about the 37-yard line here.
Should also bring us to the 2-minute timeout.
Looks like they will let the clock run out to the 2-minute warning. This play will stop. I've been very impressed by St. Sebastian's Arrows all day today. Season got off to a bit of a rocky start versus Milton Academy under the lights at Curry College. They've since bounced back against Belmont Hill. They're looking to close this one out.
Yeah, and I think that Belmont Hill game was really a statement to the rest of NEPSAC to say, you know, that was not our best game against Milton, but we can compete. And they've really proved that today, that they can compete with some of the best of the NEPSAC. You know, we got Isaac Oberding was the last year was a NEPSAC all NEPSAC honorable mention. Excuse me.
Sounds weird saying NEPSAC, doesn't it?
Does.
No more ISL football.
Johnson gains a few yards there on the handoff.
No sense of urgency here for the Bearcats. They'll let the clock continue to run.
Good to see number 45, Michael DiMatteo, is in. He had a big tip which led to an interception in that Belmont Hill game.
Yeah, DiMatteo, good linebacker for the Arrows.
Flora's pass to Conyers is incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Bearcats here.
Looks like Michael Walbridge is in playing D-end for the Arrows alongside Joe Poulos. That's something they've been working on with him as they'll try to transition him into a more D-end type role in the next upcoming years once his brother and Sam Barbosa graduate.
Flora takes the snap. He'll hand it off And the Airs will finally make the tackle. That was Ian Choi, I believe, on the run play there. It was Choi.
Just about a minute left in the game here. And it is 1st and 10 for Hotchkiss.
Flora with another handoff to Choi. And the ball will come out. And Flora will just jump right on it. So Hotchkiss will retain possession here.
Good hit there by Michael Walbridge and Michael DiMatteo. The Mikes knocking the ball loose. But Hotchkiss will recover.
We've seen a few fumble scares here from each team in this fourth quarter. But they're able to retain possession. 2nd and 12 here for Flora. He'll pass this one. And that is incomplete. Jackson Powell was his intended receiver.
15 seconds left in the game here. Looks like Hotchkiss will have time for another play or two. Yeah, I think they'll keep this one on the ground and let time expire. Looks like John Cronin checking into the game here for the Arrows. A defensive tackle, big number 70.
Flora takes the snap. He'll look to pass again. He finds Conyers. Conyers cuts back to the middle. And he's finally brought down. Looks like he's just shy of the 1st down. Looks like they got about a yard to go, but that will end this one. St. Sebastians 42, Hotchkiss 7. A great game from each team, even though the scoreboard may not reflect how close this one is. Nolan, what do you think?
Yeah, I was impressed by both sides. As I said before, you have to feel bad for Hotchkiss. They played this game a lot closer than that 42-7 score would reflect. Just a few unlucky bounces for them, lucky bounces for the Arrows. But I was particularly impressed by Justin Labby, Thomas Huber at quarterback, Jalen Johnson, and then obviously Isaac Oberding for the offense. And then also Liam Conroy seemed to be everywhere for that Hotchkiss defense. Good work by the Arrows, keeping that momentum rolling from the Belmont Hill game, and they hope to continue this for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and that'll do it here from Chestnut Hill. Final score, St. Sebastians 42, Hotchkiss 7. Thank you guys for a great game. We'll see you on next Wednesday for soccer on campus. Have a great night.